Alright, what is up, you guys? I'm here with the 2005 WWE Pay-Per-View DVD Cover Ranking. Slowly going through these. Obviously, I've been doing these for a while now, so let's continue on. First up, we have 2005's No Way Out. I think this is one of the worst pay-per-view covers of all time. It really is. I mean, you have JBL, you have the barbed wire steel cage. It's a bad shot. You know, I understand they're trying to get an action shot to show the brutality of everything. I just don't think it's a very good choice for a shot. Next up, we have Armageddon 2005. This cover is just kind of awkward to me. It's just, I don't know, it's very awkward feeling. I mean, I like the fire in the eyes. I just think this is a poor choice for a cover, honestly. It's very bright, too. It feels like they filtered it wrong. Like, there's too much reflection of the light. Taboo Tuesday, this one's just kind of cheesy. Oh, we have Eric Bischoff duct taped. And then you have the two monitors. I just think this is kind of a cheesy cover. It almost looks like a bootleg cover, honestly. Next up, we have New Year's Revolution. We have Batista and the Dragon in the background. You know, I think this should have been maybe a little more Elimination Chamber oriented. But, you know, it's a decent cover. The following covers, none of these are actually bad. They're just kind of decent. Moving forward, Great American Bash. Tori Wilson on the cover for the second year in a row. I like the border. I like the black border. It's just kind of like the 2004 one, though. There's really not much of a difference. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, there's nothing really to complain about. Alright, Hogan versus Michaels Summerslam 2005. You know, I just was not a fan of this whole match. You know, some people are, some people aren't. But I just think I think his cover needs something a little more, just something extra, you know? Something to make it feel like even bigger of a match. And it's kind of strange how their heads are kind of morphed together in the middle there. It's kind of awkward. I feel like they should have been smaller and then moved over a little bit. It's just kind of like morphing out of each other. Next up, we have the Royal Rumble. You know, this cover is not bad. Something pretty cool about this one. You actually get a white Raw logo against the red background there. I just noticed that. That's different. Never seen that. But, yeah, this one, you know, you have your Raw superstars and then your SmackDown. You have the Raw, SmackDown. You know, this was right in the middle of the Ruthless Aggression era. My favorite era, for sure. And this is a good pay-per-view. And it's a decent cover. I like the overall design of it, and it has that gimmick feel to it. But at the same time, it's almost a little too gimmicky, because there is a thin line there. Alright, Cena and Angle. I mean, you know, two of the best of all time. I mean, some people might argue that Cena's not one of the best of all time, you know, whatever. But in my opinion, he is. Cena and Angle, it's an epic cover. You have the WWE Champion, gold medalist. I like how it adds that little subtitle there. And you have that little tear. You know, I think it also kind of like the SummerSlam. It could have made it feel like a big fight, you know. But it is what it is. Next up, we have WrestleMania 21. I always thought this was a very poor cover when it comes to WrestleMania. It's not a bad cover by itself, but it almost doesn't feel like a WrestleMania cover. It's kind of generic. It kind of needs something a little bit more. But overall, this is a good cover of itself. You have SmackDown and then Raw. Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle. That's one of my top 5 favorite matches of all time for sure. Alright, Ecw One Night Stand. Some of you might not understand why I put this here. Sometimes I feel like less is more. And this cover, less is definitely more. It's ECW. You didn't need some flashy cover, you know. You just needed the one night stand, you have the date, and you have little thumbtacks for the periods there. It's just really cool. Then you have the barbed wire. You didn't need anything more. I think this is a very well done cover to convey what ECW stands for. Next we have Judgment Day 2005. I really like this cover. I think the reflection is beautiful, and I love how the title's in the reflection, but it's not on Cena. I love stuff like that. I love symbolism. I'm a very artsy person. That's why I do these cover rankings. You have the smoke in the background, or the clouds, whatever it's supposed to be. I just think the color is really good in this cover, and I think this is a very underrated cover. A lot of people hate on it. I love this cover. Alright, next up we have Vengeance 2005. I gotta get that sticker off. But anyway, I think this is a beautiful cover. You're looking at it through the chain, which is just awesome. I love that. Triple H and Batista, obviously, have the title there, and their very famous Hell in a Cell match. It even says Hell in a Cell up top there. So I think this is also a very well done cover, and it's a very, very good pay-per-view if you actually sit down and watch it. Alright, Backlash 2005. I love this cover. For some reason, Triple H is on a lot of the Backlash covers. But you have the spotlight coming down, and then you have a great shot of him doing his pose. I almost feel like you didn't need his face in there, in the spotlight. But, you know, like I say, less is more a lot of the times. But this is a very, very well done cover. I love it. I always love the Backlash logo, too. I really hate the new Backlash logo with the giant L. I don't like it. Alright, Survivor Series 2005. This was tough to put 2 and 1, but I think this one's number 2. I love how it kind of has a faded out logo there. And then you have a beautiful, just amazing colors and artwork with The Undertaker here. This is truly an amazing cover. It really is. So, I mean, enough said about that one. Number 1, I'm going to put No Mercy 2005. Yeah, I'm trying to make this as unbiased as possible. But Eddie Guerrero's final cover definitely does deserve to be mentioned. And I just love the black and white. And I think this is just a beautiful cover. Whether or not this was Eddie Guerrero's final cover, I think this really did deserve the number 1 spot, just for the artistic level of it. I love black and white. I just think it's a very... it's an emotional cover, and I love that about it. But down below, tell me what you think the best cover was for this year and how you'd rank it. And until next time, this has been the DVD Freak. Peace out.